Okay, let's have a quick chat about one of the biggest stumbling blocks out there when it comes to decluttering, and that is action over perfection. One of the ways that people get tripped up so easily is that we envision how we want something to look, and then when we can't execute it to a very specific degree of accuracy, we want to quit. Okay. And then it makes it harder to show up for our space. We're never quite happy with it. And if you are a perfectionist, you probably have a tendency to consistently raise the bar for yourself. So, what if I tell you that if that is your approach right now, you're actually getting in your own way when it comes to decluttering? So, when we declutter something, I think sometimes we get lost in the idea that we're just going to do it once, we're going to hit every room once, and then we're going to be done. Okay. Now, I have seen better results for people that kind of go out of space in multiple times. So, for instance, if you have a bookshelf that's full of books and you're an avid book reader like I am, you may make decisions about that bookshelf and it doesn't look like you thought it was going to look, but it definitely looks better. And then you move around to other zones in that space to work on conquering them, to work on decluttering them, and then it may be like 6 weeks later, you come back and you look at that bookshelf and you decide to make another pass at it. It's not nearly as overwhelming as it was the first time because you've already made some decisions. But then some time has passed, and the things that you decided to keep, you may look at it with fresh eyes and go, actually, you know what? I think there's a couple of more items that I can let go of. That is going to move you faster towards your goal in your decluttering journey than it is of going, well, if I can't do it the way that I want to do it right out of the gate, there is no sense in starting. And that's a mindset thing. Okay. Especially if you were in any kind of environment growing up, whether it was at home, at a grandparent's house, at school, where you were rewarded for perfectionism. Right? If you were told that you were a good person or a better person if you always had things together. And this is especially true for those of you who outwardly have spaces that are looking relatively organized, but have a lot of inner clutter, where you hope someone doesn't look in that closet or open that drawer or walk into that room. Okay. So the idea is, if you want to make more progress in your decluttering, you need to take action and shelve perfection. Okay. Like I said, you can always return to a space with fresh eyes after some time has passed and make more decisions about it until it becomes something that you can live with. But in the decluttering world, one of the things that we talk about all the time is B minus work. Now, if you were a student who prided themselves on getting honors and always getting the highest grade, this can be really tough for you. But B minus work is still work done. It's still bringing you closer to your end goal, right? But you're not giving up on yourself in the process. You're not having this paralyzing feeling of overwhelm and dread and anxiety over potentially making the wrong decision, and you're learning how to consistently show up for our space. So if we can let go of that all or nothing thinking, because perfectionism and all or nothing thinking are best friends, they love to hang out together. If we can kind of push that off to the side right now, aim for some B minus work, aims for some actionable steps that are easier to attain, then all of those small wins are still going to take you to the finish line, are still going to change the way your space feels and the way that it looks, and you're going to have more decluttering wins. So I would love to hear what this brings up for you in the comments. And in the meantime, keep doing the next right thing and the next right thing.